Boom. Am I good now? How about now? What the fuck? Okay, I'm reading over here, man. What the hell? You got me now or not? You guys goofing with me or what? Am I coming across or what, guys? For real. All right, cool. Yeah, I was having problems last night when I did my bent metal broadcast. Just playback was kind of washy and stuff. Not cool. Yeah, I'm working out the bugs, man. Just trying to get it all together. Sweet. BC Rich, Ricky, what's going on? Got somebody else lurking over there. Not showing up. Come on out, show yourself, have a cup of coffee with a hippie, man. There he is, Edwin Crane. What's up, bro? How you guys doing this morning? Hang out here for a little while. I can't sleep. Need some coffee or something, man, but dopamine and serotonin levels are flipping off in my head. Makes me not want to sleep sometimes. Too much drugs. Blew my brains out. I don't know if he made it in the NAMS, but I think he made it to Johnny Bean's supper table. You know what I mean? Yeah, so he made it down to Norm's Rare Guitars and Tarzana, so that's cool. You know, I guess he got some enjoyment out of his trip. Cool. You got a Gibson though, right? That's just that's an Epi, but SG 400 Pro, Alpine White. I like it. Sounds good. Beats the $1,700 price tag you got on yours. Yeah, but it's a Gibson. I'll give you that, man. Epi 400s, man. They're pretty decent guitars. Yeah, you did. Yeah. I didn't watch the whole thing, but no, actually, I think I watched it while I was laying down trying to sleep, and then I might have dozed off for 20, 30 minutes, but I've been just over here doing some computer crap and trying to figure out some audio stuff and decided to come on and test it out, see if it's working. I have a delay between my interface and when I go live by about a minute. So basically I got to sit here, go live, wait a minute, and then my voice kicks in. I got to try to figure out why that delay is. And I don't think it's anything to do with my system. I just think it's the delay between StreamYard and YouTube. Oh, sweet. $1,300. It's not bad. SG standard. Well, don't they usually go for like $15.99 to $17.99, something like that? The SG standards, depending on the model, I guess. Oh yeah, I don't mind it being an Epiphone, man. Not at all. I mean, I got an SG. I mean, it's not that I got an SG for the type of tone they carry, pretty much. And the Epi SG 400 has always been like I guess that's the top of the line for an SG Epi, unless you get some really hot pickups and maybe like a Tony Iommi version that goes for $850 with all the inlays and crosses in it and stuff. But I don't want to pay $800 for that guitar. I've heard some horror stories about him anyway. Tony Iommi's never played his Epiphone signature live yet, so people were kind of snubbing it because of that. Anything popping out for people at NAMM? People were talking about that Line 6 Go pedal. Yeah, I hear you. Anybody see anything they wanted this year from NAMM? Just couldn't live without. Monkey SG? Which one's that? I know American Music Supply has the Iommi Cross inlay one. Is that the one you're talking about, or what? Or does he have a different one out? Okay. Yeah. Look at it this way. I can't afford it, so it doesn't matter if I like it or not. So I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? So, there isn't anybody else live, is there? I don't want to step on anybody's toes. So, what do you guys think about this StreamYard, man? Do you like it? Don't like it? Do you like how easy it is for people to pop in, have chats, and do all this other stuff and go live and whatnot? You like that stuff? Because I know OBS, that's a process. People can't join in on your stuff, and it's still a hassle. You know what I mean? But you get better quality, better audio quality, and different things you can do with OBS than you can with StreamYards. But the only thing is it's a lot easier to get people to jump in here. But you have to make sure everybody has their audio correct, or things get really washy and warbly really quick. You guys probably seen some of the episodes of this stuff going crazy if you don't have it set up right. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of people that we hang around with, yeah, I guess are checking it out. I'm trying to make that bent metal podcast or broadcast into something, man. So you guys check that out. It's going to be every Saturday at 9:30 Eastern, 5:30 my time, Alaska time, Saturday. So Saturday night, East Coast. If you don't have nothing to do, 9:30, pop in, say hi, man. Yeah, I tried. I'm going to try to make it into something. I have no idea what it's going to turn into, but I got some ideas and stuff. I just want to have people like pop in, sing a song, maybe duck out, bring somebody else in, sing a song, duck out, have a little bit of YouTube news going on, have maybe a guitar tutorial, maybe a Mr. Fix It on there, maybe watch somebody intonate a guitar and get it right instead of screwing it up, but get somebody on here that can give us guitar tech tips and whatnot. And so if any of you guys are good at any of that stuff or know anybody in the crowd here that can do it, like maybe we can have a 15-minute segment watching somebody intonate a guitar properly, or maybe trim a nut. I ain't going to put anybody on here changing strings and stuff, but you just never know. Hey, Guitar It, what's up, buddy? Mark FX, hey, man. Put my cans on here so I can hear myself. Yo, here we go. You guys say I'm coming across clear, no echo, no bullshit. Sound pretty good. No lag or warbly stuff. Sound pretty good. Yeah, I only slept about an hour, maybe. I slept about 4 hours, 5 hours in the past 3 days, man. Not a nut trimmer. I got you, bro. I like to get my nuts trimmed every once in a while, you know what I mean? But don't really do my own manscaping and whatnot. Might be too much information for some people, but hey, it's early morning, man. I ain't awake, so that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Great. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, if I miss what you're saying, man, just highlight my name. Because, Christ, there's only 9 of you in here, and you're like, chat's flying 50 miles an hour. I don't care, though. I'm glad you guys are here. Cool, Ricky. You had yours replaced. Be glad you still got it, bro. My right leg's missing about all the way up until I got like a 4-inch femur, man. I'm an amputee. I don't know if you know that, but I don't hide it and stuff. But I don't sit up here and wiggle my stump in front of people either. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right now it's probably about, I don't know if you can hear my heater kicking on or not, but it's 64 in my cabin right now. That's about where I like to keep it for my guitars and stuff. But outside it's probably like 0, maybe -5 degree. It's either 5 below or about 5 above. It's fluctuating in between that right now. Yeah, I don't think there's a big issue with widening your nut slots as long as you're not going any deeper than you already are. I mean, if you can if you can go from this to this, just a little bit, but not like this to this going down. You have to like just open it up, man. That might take some a little bit getting used to. I guess if you get some like dead nuts from other guitars or whatnot and try to file them down, see how that works out. And if they still play, get a guitar, I guess that's trashed or broken, but you know the nut is the right height for that guitar, and then just practice shaping it out, and then just set it back in there, and then put the strings back on, tighten it up, and see if it still plays. But the strings aren't sticking and stuff. You can always get nut sauce too, that works, or graphite. But this SG here has I guess some type of plastic nut in it or something like that, some different type of weird material. But yeah, when I'm tuning it, I hear the ping, ping, especially on like the B and the G string. Yeah, the nut slot is real thin, man. So it's like ping. You try to tune it up, you hear ding. But when you got strings that are really like pingy, a lot of luthiers tell you just put extra wrapping on it. You know what I mean? That way you can get more twist and untwist with it before your tuning becomes unstable. Yeah, nut sauce. Hey, what's up, nut cover? Yeah, a bunch of dudes in here this morning. I can tell that. You guys watch your P's and Q's as some chick drops in, man. You want to chase her off, you know what I mean? Try to be somewhat friendly here. Oh man. So oh wait, today's Sunday, ain't it? Holy shit. Yeah, I gotta go out today. I wanna let's see if I can find a decent computer table that's the right size for this corner over here. I don't know if you can see that, but my refrigerator's right there. But that corner right here, I'm going to try to put a computer desk there with maybe two monitors. I'm going to buy two 30-inch TVs and then use those as monitors. And then that way you can see my mural over here on the wall and my guitars instead of seeing like my window back there and shit like that. Just, you see my tapestry here, right? That one there covers the whole wall. And then I got the other skull there. I want to be able to get that in the picture and stuff. And then there's my chair with my little blankie and stuff. Snooze out and watch TV right there. Netflix. Yeah, me and Gary had a show last night. Same old shit, just bullshitting. But I want to try to incorporate some stuff into it, like I was saying earlier. Hey, Will, how you doing, buddy? If I missed anybody, sorry, man. Just doing an audio test because, well, I'm drinking coffee and I can't sleep. Plus, I need an audio test because last night when I did the Bent Metal broadcast, that thing was, I listened to the playback and I was just using my webcam mic last night. And I think that was my issue. So if I stick with this boom mic here, this condenser mic or whatever it is, then I think things will work out a lot better for me. I just don't like wearing cans all the time. See, it's not like anybody's talking to me. The only thing I'm doing right now is listening to my own voice level. So I basically just hear myself here and in here. So now if I had a guest pop on, then I would be able to hear him and stuff. But what do you say about the Epiphone? Because headstock. Would you see those new headstocks on the Epiphone SGs? they kind of look Gibson-esque. They still have they're not they're not so swooped, and they're not so woo woo at the top. They just got one little, instead of like, yeah, they knocked off the corners of it and just made it one little whoop with a dip at the top, almost like it's like a bookmark or an open book. But my epi has the center one that comes down, then it goes out again, and then it goes out like that, if you know what I mean. Hey Laz, hey, how's your NAM excursion going, bro? You doing all right? Did you get in, man? Did you hijack a pass or what? Everybody's asking about your NAM excursion, bro. No problem, Mark, man. Shit happens, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do. You can always watch the rerun, right? I'm trying to keep those broadcasts down to at least 2 hours to an hour and a half, but once I get it figured out how I'm gonna run it and what kind of show I'm gonna do, then the time will be regulated. That way people can watch the reruns, get entertained instead of just watching two old crusty dudes talk guitar. I like hanging out with Gary and stuff like that, man, but we're going to get boring and stuff if we don't mix it up a little bit, because we'll just sit down and reminisce about the same old thing over and over again. If I missed anybody, sorry, man. Excuse me. Yeah, the new, if you look at the old Epi SG, like the one I got over there, and then go look at the brand new one, you can see the difference in the headstock. And I'm kind of digging it. Everybody's saying, "Ah, man, sub bars sound sick, or they're too noisy or whatever." But when you're doing sludge and doom and stuff like that, I think P90s are pretty good. I'm just going to look around, see if I can find anybody else using them for doom and sludge or whatnot. That way I can get the tone I want. Yeah, no shit. Get a B&E, man. Criminal trespass, loitering. Dude's going to end up in the LA County jail and have his old lady have to come down and bail him out. Start a GoFundMe to bail lads out of jail. Watch it, man. You go to jail in LA, lads. It's pretty tough, bro. Better chill out, man. Get yourself in trouble. You know what I mean? I'll just call that crazy Canuck Ben Combs, and he'll come and pick you up. Call Johnny Bean. Make sure you have Johnny Bean's number. He'll come bail you out. He's from that area anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing an Explorer too. No cover charge. I know you got the LTDs or the ESP LTD. James Hetfield ones. I forget what they're called, but those are pretty nice looking. They're a little radical though. And of course, you got the Lizzie Hale Epiphone, but that's all white and gold and girly looking. It's a nice looking guitar, don't get me wrong, but it's just a little too blingy for me, man. Way too blingy. Blingity, blingity, bling. Yeah, some chick rolled him in a bar down there in L.A., man. You ain't got no passport anymore. See, other countries keep your passport at the hotel when you go out and stuff, but they don't do that here in America. They make you keep your own shit. If you lose it, you lose it. Then you got to go to your Canadian embassy and shit and get a new passport. Yeah, I fell asleep watching it last night. I took a nap and I fell asleep watching some of it. I have to rewatch it. And go check out Laz's video, man. Are you still in that area? Laz, are you still down in that area? Who was Ben? Who was dropping their phone off the table? Yeah, who? Sweet. Did you ever try those Digitech drops, William? Drop tuner, just beep, 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 just drop it down, go down a whole octave. Yeah, Ben. Is he wasted, man? Drinking too much? I know Aaron, he was pretty twisted that one night. Glad JJ and them got. I don't have patience for. I never, even as a drunk when I was drinking, I never had patience for another drunk, especially when I wasn't drunk, because I know how obnoxious we can get and stuff. Some people are cool to hang around drunk, some aren't. Yeah, most of the guitar that I play is drop tuning from like drop C, C sharp down to B standard baritone stuff, and then from baritone I just go down to drop A. Especially when I got my little Behringer fuzz pedal out, man. It just sounds awesome, especially when you crank the shit out of it. Hey, man, if you guys, I mean, I don't know if you're into fuzz or not, but just to have a decent fuzz pedal, when these little Behringers come back on sale, buy one because I don't think they're going to continue to make them. And when they do, they're made in such quantities that are hard to get and they're made real fast. So you hope you get a good one, but always buy like two of them. You can give one away, or if one blows up, you got a spare. But so far, I haven't had any issues with it. And when I get 300 subscribers, I'm going to give this one away. And then you can't get one on the internet right now. You might find one in the Guitar Center somewhere or somewhere online, but the ones online are There's only one on eBay for $150. That guy's an asshole. And then there's two more. I think one's 50 and one's 75, something like that. And then I don't know of any other places that have them. Everybody has them on back order. But American Music Supply is supposed to have some in February, around February 2nd. So if you're inclined, keep an eye out for the Behringer SF300 on American Music Supply beginning of February. And even though it's a $24 little fuzz pedal, it's very popular because the pedal that it's made after, the FZ2 Boss Fuzz, is a really sought after pedal in the doom and sludge genres and stuff, and fuzz in general. So it's mimicked after that. It's mimicked after that fuzz pedal. It's a good fuzz. Yeah, I figured that much less. Yeah, the Digitech drop, it's good for people that have like Bixby's and stuff, or maybe not really Bixby's, but Trems, or what the hell, Floyd's. Detune on the fly and get it down a little bit lower. And if you're detuned already, like say you start out in D standard, or maybe C sharp or something like that, and then you start detuning, just detunes you a lot quicker. So you can go to B standard with two twists of a knob with that thing on. Depends what you're tuned at. Where are you at, William? I live close to a lake, so even though it's frozen, it still puts off. It's like a big ice cube sitting out in the middle of nowhere. So when the wind blows across, it makes the temperature drop about 5 more degrees than other places right around the area. Yeah, good luck, bro. No other YouTubers been able to get you in the convention yet? Yeah, be safe, bro. Don't get arrested, man. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, it gets a little breezy over there for sure. Are you up in PA or New York or Ohio? There's 11 people in here. Come out and say hi. Don't forget to hit the like button and stuff. Like, share, subscribe, all that good happy horse shit. Helps out a little bit. I mean, I'm just glad to have company and give people a place to hang out in the morning, especially right now. I can't sleep for shit. I keep thinking I want to do a pedal board build with my fuzz pedals and my delays and reverbs and whatnot, and get you guys to help me out. But I might do that. I might save that because I'm doing 2 videos a week, and one I call Tech Tuesday. What's in your gearbox? That's the name of the video series. Tech Tuesday. What's in your gearbox? And I don't know what I'm going to do with that either. I might just, we'll sit down and talk pedals or tech interfaces, whatever pops up, man. Whatever's going on people's gear list at the time. Don't get arrested, Laz. I mean, it'd make for a good YouTube story, but don't get arrested, bro. You don't want to spend all that kind of money. It's a pain in the ass, especially in LA, man. I'm sure if Ike went to the thing, he'd probably try to help you get in. Not too many allies down there right now. I think Ike's pretty much our allies. Yeah, check out the guitar hack. I guess you guys all know him. Still wearing the same shirt from last night, but I didn't go to bed, so I don't feel like a grimy slob or anything like that. It's still my day, I guess. So take care, lads. Be safe, bro. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've been in Niagara twice, hung around out there for a while. I'm from the west coast of Pennsylvania, or the east coast of Pennsylvania. Lancaster, Philly area. I've been up that way before. Lived in Detroit, close to Detroit for about 6 months for a while. Later, dude. Hey guys, talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna get my Keurig 2.0 kicked in so I can make a cup of coffee. I'll be right back, man. He's back. Oh. Mountain Man, hey bro. Awesome. Yeah, I was just making a cup of coffee, man. Sorry about that. How's your EP coming, man? Mountain Man's working on a EP. Pretty sure it's some type of death metal or something like that. No, this is StreamYard. I'm having some issues with OSB. I got to talk to a few people about it that use it a lot and try to figure it out. I'm debating whether I want to pay for this or not. StreamYards. I mean, you can have guests on and stuff, 3, 4, 5 people at a time, but any more than 3 people on StreamYards it's turns into a monkey show. People stepping on each other, talking too much, don't give people enough chance to talk, stuff like that. Cutting people off. It's like, yeah, man. Hey, how you doing? Raise my hand. Let me talk. Shut up. Stuff like that. Not that that happened a lot and stuff, but you know, when you get 4, 5, 6 people on a video chat, they're all buying for a time to squawk or state an opinion. Kind of gets monotonous when you're trying to regulate who's speaking and who's not speaking, and just becomes a big wash. If you're hanging out over there, come out and say hi, man. No, but I want to start doing single streams, and I do want to get OBS involved in it and stuff. Because I would love to do some pedal demos without using my webcam. Because I have a better webcam, the Zoom Q8. I can make better audio with that, and I can use that as a webcam. See, my webcam is actually in 1080 recording process, but so you're seeing the 1080 picture right now. I am on StreamYards. I don't know, but you guys on YouTube are seeing 720 because that's what StreamYard processes it at. So when I look at this picture and then I have YouTube in the background for the chat, I'm watching the YouTube chat. That one is grainy. Here, I'll show you. I'll see if you guys can see the difference. Here, I'll turn you around. Oh, shit, you really can't see the difference. I don't know if you can see how grainy that is. The YouTube, that's the YouTube when you see me there. Yeah, and there's a big lag from what I see on my side over here on StreamYard. You guys get like 5 to 10 seconds later, but it comes across in 720. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm trying to say or understand what that is. Yeah, talk to Phil Mosley. talk to Lewis. There's a few other people here that use OBS on a regular basis that could probably help you out. Talk to Mitch. Mitch Heyman. He's a pretty patient guy. He can help you figure that stuff out. So talk to him. Mitch might be able to help you out with OBS. Not yet, bro. He just put out a run of a pedal that I don't want. I'm waiting for him to put out the FU2. I don't know if you follow the Fuzz Lord or not, or Jason Johnson over at Fuzz Lord Effects. But I'm waiting for him to do another run of the FU2 pedal. So once he does that, I'll probably try to jump on that one. But he's putting out a pedal this week, I think Wednesday. It goes on sale. But you'd have to check his site to figure out which one it is. I'm on the mailing list, so I get a shout out or a warning, 2 weeks in advance that there's going to be a pre-sale launch, and it's usually 20 pedals, per month that he tries to get rid of, and they're just boom, they're gone like that, dude. So when you go on there, and when that clock hits a specific time, have all your info ready and go blip order. And you might get the pedal, man. Otherwise, your shit won't process. But he's pretty much strictly PayPal. You can pay with a credit card though, but he doesn't have a contact number or anything like that on there. It's all done through PayPal. Yeah, try Mitch first, and if Mitch can't help you out, use Phil as a last resort, because I don't know who's busier or whatever, but I know Phil seems to be a little more tied up, than Mitch is. Mitch is like semi-retired, so he has a lot of time to deal with stuff, and Phil's still doing his thing, so he's pretty busy. You could probably talk to Lewis, the Tone King, but he's pretty busy too most of the time, running around doing something. But if you have a direct question, go ahead and ask him. He'll do his best to talk to you. Or Steve from Boston, but again, he's pretty busy too. But those guys know pretty much everything you need to know about that stuff. Me, I'm still I'm just getting my foot in the water, so to speak, with interfaces and microphones and tying it all together. And that's why I'm sitting on here this morning. So when this video does finally upload, I'm hoping to hell the audio sounds good. It might sound good to you guys, and they were saying it sounded good last night, but when I listened to the playback, it was a little washy and echoey. But I was just using my webcam microphone without my cans or this microphone. So now I'm using my interface with this mic here. So hopefully my audio comes out better than it did last night. It's just a childhood dream to always live here. I tried to get up here when I was 16. I got stuck out on the Alcan about 200 miles in. Now about 100 miles in, maybe 150 miles in. And I got turned back by snow. Came up at the wrong time of year. And then life happened after that. I spent some time in juvenile lockup. So then after that, I was basically a runaway, screwing it all. Went to Alaska. Almost made it, but I came up when it was too cold. It was, I think it was like March or something like that. The end of March, and it could get real cold that time of year. So it was, and I wasn't prepared for it as far as clothing goes and stuff. But I made it like 150 miles into Canada, and I had to turn back. Just got cold, I almost froze to death actually. I made my sorry little ass back to Pennsylvania and ended up doing some juvie time. Because like a lot of us, your parents divorce, whatnot, and then you go haywire for a little while trying to figure it out. That's pretty much what I did. Then I got locked up. Well, I went to rehab, went down to Florida. We wrote a bunch of checks. Well, this chick wrote a bunch of her dad's checks. We got some stuff, the little powders. We got some of those powders and stuff and took a trip down to Florida. Then we ended up in Alaska. Then I ended up back in PA, and uh, the rest is history. And I didn't make it back until I didn't make it back to Alaska till, how old was I when I landed here? 2001. So I was about 36, 37 when I made it here. I've been here ever since. This April, I'll be here 20 years. Yeah, he does, Ricky. I kind of hate it because I'm always hounding the guy. It's like, yo, man, you got any pedals left? What's up? I mean, you got any overstock or scratch pedals or whatnot? I got about an hour. I got about an hour time. It's about it. That's why I'm up. Because, like, what the fuck? Plus, I watched the video from last night and the audio sucks. So I'm doing a sound check with this mic. Last night when I was on, I did all my recording with my webcam, microphone, and audio, or video and audio. And right now I'm using this Zingu microphone, hoping the audio gets better. So I might just have to stick to this interface and microphone. No worries, dude. Don't do drugs, kid. It messes with. Don't do drugs, man. It messes with your dopamine, serotonin levels, especially if you were doing the kind of shit I was doing and the quantities. Yeah, I'm like that. Which one is it? The Tin Man and the Scarecrow? If I only had a brain. I'm about. I'm about singing that song permanent. Yeah, that's what everybody said last night. They said my audio sounded good, but then when the video uploaded, it just sounded washed. I mean, if you go listen to it, go watch just go into like 50 minutes of it and then listen to that audio. But all through the video, to me, it sounded pretty warbling stuff. Yeah, it's pretty isolated because like my heater just kicked on. I don't know if you heard that or not, but the condenser mic, the backside is baffled and stuff. Yeah, Steve's pretty cool. Steve Reese, I like him. If you guys want to know about Doom and sludge and stuff like that, check out Jason Johnson and Steve Reese of Does It Doom. He does a lot of tutorials and stuff on how to play certain songs in the Doom genre. Yeah, hopefully it turns out all right. I listened to a couple other videos that I made with that I know I use this mic with, and that sounded pretty good too. So I think it's just whenever I use that webcam mic, it screws up. But I'll probably hang out here for another 30 minutes and then I'll cut it off. And I got to get ready to go to Wally World later tonight. And hopefully I can get I want to get two 32-inch TVs and put them over here in the corner behind me. So everything's facing that wall. My webcam's facing that wall. So you can see all this shit. Instead of seeing this view of it, you'll see the front end view of it. It'll look more like a set basically that way. So I got to move some furniture around. I got my leather chair over here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I got a chair right behind me, a leather chair. I'll probably put that over in the corner, move my amps over here to where this little glass PC table's at. I'll probably move that. And then I'll put my amps there. My Black Star, I'll probably move right to there where that's at. And then I'll figure out what I want to do with that table later. But I gotta make more room in here. And I don't have a lot of room to do shit. Yeah, I mean, I got good mic levels and stuff. I can actually turn my microphone up. So right there, that's my microphone's at full level. How does that sound? Is that too loud? Yeah, no. Hey, but guess what? I just so happen to have one right here. Help me get to 300 subscribers and you could win this pedal. Brand new. I was smart enough when I had them out to get two of them. Still brand new, all wrapped up, pretty. No fingerprints, nothing, man. Sweetwater had 100 of them. They went off the shelf in less than 48 hours. Bam, gone. I just happened. I called Sweetwater. I said, yeah, man, when are you getting in your Behringer fuzzes? They said, maybe about 2 weeks. So I kept checking the site every day to see if they came in early, and they did. 5 days later, after I called, they said they said available. So I called the guy up. Said, yeah, man, how many of them things you got? I said, well, we got about 100 right now. We just got them in like a truckload a little while ago. We're part of a couple boxes a couple hours ago, and we put them up. So I'm like, cool, send me two. Because I had this on pre-order at American Music Supply. Now, go to American Music Supply because they're supposed to have them in February. Whether they do or they not, don't know. But they've been saying February 2nd for 2.5 months now. And I talked to Sweetwater Tech, and they said they're not getting any more until March. But who knows? But if American Music Supply gets them, if American Music Supply does get some more of these, I'll probably buy 3 or 4 of them in one whack. Cool. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it, bro. Stop by anytime. Bring a friend, man. Share my link share this link if you want on your Facebook or whatever else you want to do. I don't mind if you guys share my link around. I appreciate it. I've been picking up maybe 2 or 3 subs a day for the past month or so. Sometimes 3, sometimes 4. It depends. Depends who catches my show. But yeah, if you guys can share my link around, I don't care where, it's cool. Facebook, whatever. But I'll start putting out different content besides just doing live streams and stuff too. Yeah, keep an eye on them fuzz pedals, man. Hey guys, come out and play, man. Hanging out in the corners over there. Ooh, there goes the heater. Kicked in pretty good.
Yo, where are you guys at, man? Leave me hanging over here all by myself? What the son of a... Better watch it, might be children watching, maybe. But anyway, what the hell are you guys doing? Come out and play! Chicken brown cow, chicken brown cow.
Yo, you son of a... What the hell are you guys doing over there, man? Wake up. Up. Come out and drink coffee with the hippie. Don't be a stranger, man.
O.J. Simpson's driving down the 5N. They got cops all around him and stuff. Gonna pick him up. Oh, O.J., get him. Everybody's saying, go, O.J., go, O.J. Oh, you didn't do it. Yeah, you did. No, you didn't. Yeah, you did.
That son of a bitch did it. I think so. But hey, jurisprudence. You know, we all got the law on our side, so they say. But anyway, where the hell you guys at, man? Leave me all over here by myself, I go ding batty. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, buddy.
What the hell you guys doing, man? Cool. Welcome back, bro. I don't know if you can do screen capture, but you can do screen share. I mean, you can just press the print screen button. You can grab anything you want, I guess. Yeah, but see, StreamYard is showing out, not showing in. If you want to do a screen cap or screen caps, just do the print screen on your keyboard, and that'll grab whatever it is you're seeing at the time. And you just go to your paint, and then just paste it in there, and you're good. Yeah. Well, you guys got to come out here and play with me, then. I'm just going to go crazy by myself. See, my granddaughter likes it. That's why I do it. She watches my reruns and stuff. And she likes when I do the chipmunk voice. So that's pretty much for her. Yeah, just go on your keyboard. If you want to take a grab at something, just press the print screen. Should be should be right beside your F12 button to the right. Check right there. Should say print screen on it or screen caps or something like that. Here, grab that. Did you get it? Well, see, I don't drink or do drugs or smoke or anything like that, man. So my reaction would be just like, cool. I wouldn't get overhyped about it, but yeah. I'm not a big, I can give my opinion, but I'm not, I don't dive deep into the, you know, chronologies and the biographies and the whys and the whatnots of any band or anything like that. Most major bands that have ever been, I can't tell you who the guitar player was. I can pretty much tell you who the lead singer was of most bands, but I don't stuff like that doesn't register with me. A lot of people don't remember or don't know the musicians' names, don't know the drummers' names. I'm one of those people. I don't remember that stuff, or um, I'm basically, well, one, I've always loved and listened to music, still do and always do. But knowing the ins and out of one band or one particular guy or one particular genre or something like that of music, no, I'm not that guy. I don't dive that deep into it. I love Caius. I've been listening to Caius for years, you know. And then you get newer bands like Wind Hand and stuff. They've been around for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, something like that. And you got Dope Smoker, you got Mono Lord, and Alabama Thunder Pussy, Earth, all kinds of shit. Dope Smoker, I might have said them before. Mono Lord, a couple others, Sleep, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, I know the bands and what they sing and stuff. And some of it I can tell you, oh, when I hear it come on, it's like, yeah, I know that band, or yeah, I heard that before, stuff like that. See, I'm not like Johnny Bean and them guys over there. It's like they'll sit there and rattle off shit that it's like, oh, okay, now I know who that guy was. But you know, if I wouldn't have read it for myself or been to a concert or been that into it, I still wouldn't know it. You know what I mean? Everybody knows who Jimmy Page and Robert Plant is. Everybody knows who Glenn Tipton is, and Rob Howard, Alfred, and stuff. So guys know that. Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Ace Frehley, Peter Criss, they all know those guys. I mean, you know, I know people, but I'm not like an encyclopedia idiotanica of music or anything. And I listen to a lot of obscure stuff too. So, stuff a lot of people should know, like Ministry and, obviously 9 Inch Nails and shit like that. But then you got Revolting Cocks, Prong, Static X, stuff like that. That a lot of people just like, I never heard of those bands before. Or a band called Rock Bitch. They're crazy chicks. It really just depends what you're into. He's a guitar player for Judas Priest. He has a signature LTD or ESP Viper. If you check that out, it's got like black body, red pickups, whammy bar. You go American Music Supply and check his stuff out. I like it. I just don't like the whammy bar. If it had a tailpiece on it, I'd probably buy it. Oh hell yeah. Ministry's a shit, man. I see Ministry probably over 15, maybe 20 times, maybe. Some of it was a blur. But whenever they did their East Coast tours, I was on them, especially when they were like local. You know, you go to Philly, you go to the Met, you go down to the fuck. I can't remember the other places in Maryland I went to see him at. Electric Factory, Met. What the fuck the other? They usually did the smaller venues on the East Coast, unless they were, especially back in the 90s, the early 90s, especially when they did the Mine is a Terrible Thing to Taste in Psalm 69, Sphincter Tour. I was on that one for a little while. And what other one? They got a few other albums out now. They got 99 out and had some other one out with the KKK on it and stuff like that. And then 2007 they had The Last Sucker. Last Sucker was a good commercial album for him. Yeah, Jane's Addiction. Yeah, Dave Navarro. Yeah, he's played with quite a few bands. Navarro did. Have you ever listened to Ministry, The Last Sucker? That album yet? Oh yeah. Heroes. I like Heroes. You send our soldiers to death, basically. Fighting unneeded wars, all that shit. I like the politics of Ministry pretty much. It's pretty much why I listen to it. Sing about unnecessary bullshit and corruption and war. Things that aren't really needed or necessary. Yeah, listen to The Last Sucker, Ministry. It's 2007 album. It's really good. I like it. Have you ever listened to any Doyle? Doyle? Doyle from the Misfits fame? Doyle von Frankenstein. Check out Doyle. And then check the album Abominator. And then he has a follow-up album to that called As We Die. So it's like Abominator was his first cut, and then Alex Story. Do you ever hear of a band called Cancer Slug? Cancer Slug, they got their own stuff. They're like a horror based band where they sing about, just off the wall tragedy horror shit. You know what I mean? For like different genres and stuff like that. It's kind of like horror rock. But yeah, check out Doyle, As We Die, and Abominator. Those are, they're fast, hard charging, pounding bass, guitar. Doyle just really nails it. And Alex Story from Cancer Slug is the singer. But yeah, they sound pretty good. I like it. You have to be into it though. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Black Flag, Are they doing a reunion get together or whatever? Henry Rollins and stuff. Yeah, listen to listen to this song. It's by Doyle off the Abominator album. It's called I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Fuck. Let me look at it here. I'll get it here in a second. Just give me a second. Okay. Oh, Valley of Shadows. Yeah. If you listen to Doyle Abominator album and then the song Valley of Shadows, you might like that. Or even Abominator. Abominator's pretty hard drive. And then he got one called Cemetery 6. You know, so that's pretty wild shit, bro. But Doyle, you know, he's from Misfits fame, so if you're into the old punk scene and stuff, you'll probably like that. Cool. Well, who are you going to see? Are you actually going to see Black Flag? Are they going to have all the original members in it, or what? Henry Rollins going to be there? I mean, because he wasn't the original singer, but he's primarily known for Black Flag and the everything that has to do with Black Flag. You know, now is based off of Henry Rollins. Yeah. But yeah, Doyle von Frankenstein and his brother Eddie and whatnot. Or what the fuck? Now I'm losing my mind. I'm thinking of too many guys. What's his brother's name? Jerry Only? Yeah. Check those guys out. But yeah, back in the day. But check out Cancer. Write down Cancer Slugs, Doyle Abominator, and As We Die. Those two albums. And then what else? Ministry of the Last Sucker. You might like those. Yeah. What was that all black punk band's name? I forget the hell they were called. The only back in the day, the same era, same time, and they're black punk band, but they were fucking awesome, dude. Can't remember the name of them. Yeah, I'm sure if you just type in your browser "black punk band," they'll come up. But they were good. I can't remember the name right now. My mind's not on punk right now. My brain is like a Windows 95, bro. It's just not computing right now. Yeah. I'm still on a modem dial-up. Takes a minute. Oh, Bad Brains. That's right. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, these guys were fucking good, man. A lot of people looked up to them, man. They were putting out some shit. They beat the shit out of Johnny Rotten, man, a couple times. Screwed him up. He kept trying to stage dive their fucking concerts and shit. They just beat the shit out of him. Him and Gigi Allen, man. Fucking morons. I mean, they made punk what it was, but you know what I mean? Or they helped anyway, but yeah. Gigi Allen, Johnny Rotten, they're fucking nuts, man. Damn. Yeah. Well, you're in that area because they're like, where are you located at? Because they're a southern or a northern band, right? Pretty much. Yeah, Gigi Allen was too far out there for me, man. Oh yeah, shitting on stage, walking around with his little dink hanging out and stuff. It's like, nah, I'm good. He come up to me with a ball of shit in his hand, I would have clocked that son of a bitch. I've been afraid to touch him, get all kinds of hep and shit. I don't know, maybe back then I probably would have been into it, but I probably would have kicked his ass either way. But that's what he was into. He just OD'd, man. I don't think if somebody gave him a hot shot, I doubt it. The kid was an excessive dipshit anyway, so he probably just, he toxed out, man. He's too toxic, man. Just fucking went out. I'd rather somebody, somebody might have stuck the needle in his arm for him because he was too wasted to do it and he OD'd, but, whether his mama got him too much shit at one time and, there's a documentary about it, all that other shit, but who really knows? It's like who killed Kennedy, who killed Hoffa, you know what I mean? Not that he's in that class of recognition and shit, but he kind of is, depending on who you're talking to. But it doesn't matter to me, man. I mean, he did do something for the punk scene, but he didn't. You know what I mean? He's an asshole like Gigi Allen. He had his 5 minutes of fame, and that was it. Is not too much contributed to the genre or the society. It was more just antics than music. Yeah. Oh, I hear you, bro. Punk made a lot of people pick it up because it's like 3 chords, dude. It's 3 chords and you're done. AGD. Wham. I mean, right? Am I right or what? Cool. Yeah. Yeah, we're close to the same age, right? I'm 55. Yeah. A lot of my good punk years was spent in juvie, so I missed out on a lot of that stuff. They weren't too much into letting you listen to rebellious music while you were doing time in a juvenile lockup. Yeah. You know? Yeah, some punk never dies, though, man. I mean, if you go back and listen to the Misfit when Danzig was in there, I mean, it was pretty good. You know? Yeah, no shit. Yeah, 43 is when I knew I was getting older, man. Started feeling it. When you're 43, you live in one of the roughest, toughest states, coldest states in the country, and only got one leg. It's kind of rough, man. Especially when you shovel your own deck and driveway and shit. I shovel my shit, man. I don't hire plow guys. That's my exercise, man. If it's really deep, I'll get a plow guy. But if it's 6-7 inches, I'll just shovel away what I need to. Let the cars that come in and out pack the rest of it down. Yeah, 43 is about the time when you start feeling you're on the upside of death. You know, you're like, woo, yeah, you're on coming down, man. Most of them need to be shut the fuck down. You got guys in jail for shit that don't need to be. All nonviolent offenders should be released from prison immediately. Fucking immediately. Should pull our asses out of Afghanistan. We don't need to be going to fucking Iraq or back in the fucking Iran. Just get the fuck out. Get out of Libya and Syria, all that other fucking shit. Just get the fuck out of there. I'm all about supporting the troops. I'm just not about supporting the fucking ideology that goes into fucking capturing oil and shit like that and killing and mayhem and putting our troops in fucking danger. Fight a righteous fucking war for once. And that's my politics, and I'm done with it. No more politics, please. Kill the politics. No religion, no politics, no bullshit. No racial shit. Anybody says a racial slur on my fucking page, you're done. That's it. I don't play that shit. Don't really get into politics. I mean, I got my own political opinions. I got my own religious opinions. Racism, I don't stand for that shit at all. General hate, fuck you. Shuck it. Get the fuck out of my life. Christ, our country's falling apart and we're trying to fucking knock down and rebuild others. What the fuck? I don't even have fiber optics, man. What the fuck? Man, it's pure fucking stupidity is what it is. Oh, you just heard my spew there, Tom. You're a moderator, so anybody comes in spewing that shit, fucking just kill them. Boom. Don't give a shit. Give a fuck who they are. I'm here to bring people together. I don't care what you believe or what your politics are or what your racial thoughts are, man. Keep that shit to yourself if you want to hang out here. Gar. it, brother. Motherfucker. You over there hiding out, bro? How you doing with that Batman guitar? You get it done yet, man? Are you working on it? Yeah, that's right, man. I mean, I ain't saying I ain't never been stupid, man, but I learned my shit from a long time ago, man. It ain't worth the hassle. There's too much fucking hate and bullshit going on. Ah, cool, bro. Did you get Josh's stuff all put together yet? Or is that something you can't talk about and wait for the video kind of stuff? Ah, cool. Yeah, it looks good, man. Do you experiment with different different lacquers and stuff like that to get the best quality shine out of the guitar and stuff? Do you do any like oil seal or oil seal finishes and whatnot? To do like a maybe like a matte color or something like that, or an opaque kind of a stain or whatnot? Oh yeah, still not feeling it. I hear you, man. Did they find anything caught in your lungs or anything, man? Or are you just taking some over the counter stuff, just hoping it goes away? That's me. If I'm sick, I just like drink a lot of shit, drink a lot of fluid, and stay home, man. Yeah. You need to go up to like Tennessee to Gibson or something like that and do their factory tour and watch them. Ask some of them guys how they're laying down their epoxies and whatnot, all their stains and lacquers and finishes, acrylics and whatnot. Sean, you should find somebody that knows how to do artwork with like a mosaic with a crushed tile and stuff like that. Carve out some cavities and stuff, and then fill that with epoxy. But put some like like a mosaic flower in there out of crushed tile and stuff like that. Just pick the pieces out and put it all in there, all intricate and shit. That'd be pretty neat. Try something like that. Did you check out that guy I told you up here in Alaska, George Grass? Check his site out too, brother. He does some really nice carving and stuff. Oh, I hear you, man. Are you going to make a full epoxy guitar? You ever see that guy that made them out of colored pencils? He made it, I don't know if you've seen that video yet, but the guy made videos out of colored pencils and stuff. And he poured epoxy all over it, but he had all these pencils cut it weird. Different colored pencils cut at different stages and stuff. And then he just poured epoxy around in the mold, and then he shined the shit out of it. Oh yeah, yeah. If you get somebody that knows what they're doing, you can get some good shit going. What are you doing today, Sean? What do you got lined up? You got any vids coming out? If you guys aren't subscribed to Sean, go check him out. Scar my guitar. Yeah, it's pretty heavy guitar though, ain't it? Yeah, check out an Alaskan builder's name's called George Gress. Gress. George Gress. He does he has a website and stuff, and he sells some of his stuff on Reverb too. He has a Reverb store. Check him out there. Cool. There you go, Sean. You got a few new subscribers. Yeah, no cover charge. Write down that guy's name, George Gress. Check out some of the stuff he put out. He does sort of like what Sean does, but he does it out of reclaimed wood. He finds like washed up on the beach or deadfall stuff out in the woods. He goes, picks it up, and makes a guitar out of it and stuff. Sometimes he carves them and stuff and puts native Eskimo carvings in them, whales and ravens and stuff like that. Sure, eagles and whatnot. Looks really good. Yeah, I could probably share his site with you and some of his guitars. Let me pull them up here. There he is. Let me see if I can get some of his guitars up here. I got a site here. I'll share it with you. Let me show you. More guitars. Okay. Yeah. Here, I got this. I'll show you guys what he does. If I can get it to pop through here. There you go. Can you guys see that? Let me see if I can. Nope. What happened? Oh, it went full screen on me. I got it. Okay. You see some of these guitars? Like, look at this one over here. It's got this all carved up. What the hell's going on? Hang on a sec. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. Can you guys see this stuff? You seen it? There we go. Now I can do this. No, it don't want to work. Okay. More guitar. It's got a Strats tile over right here. Yeah, it's nice looking stuff. You can see the kind of woods he uses and stuff like that. Yellow pine, knotty pine, warmed out wood and stuff. Oops. That's George there. He only just started building a little while ago, but he does a lot of stuff like Sean does. Okay, more guitars. Let's see if we can get this here up. He's got this square one here. What else has he got? You guys gandering this stuff here? I can't see the chat right now, so I don't know what you're saying. But I'm just scrolling through. You got this one over here. Where's it at? Oh, this one right here. Let me move this here. Right here. And look at some of these shapes he does. You see some of the shapes he does? Just oddball shit, man. Look at this one right here. He's got these he carves out and stuff. Over here, he's got a few. Oh, look at this one. You guys might like this one a lot. Check that out. Fucking bass is awesome, man. Look at that. It's like old weathered dock board from being out on the sea and stuff. And then he just scraped it all off, and then he took an air gun to it and just fucking blew it all out and sealed it up with the oil and stuff. So now it's like pretty cool. Let me see if I can roll through it this way. Oops. Strat style there. Check that body style out. Cool. It's got studs on this one. There's that another worm job. Look at that one. See some of the carving in that? It's in the whale. Got a whale in there. That's awesome. Nice chambered. It's a beautiful looking guitar, ain't it? That's sweet. Look at that one. See how it's carved up here? Look at that bad mofo. Now that's a sweet guitar there, man. Some more of that windblown wood. It looks like a red cedar or something like that. It's a bear claw. Fucking awesome. Look at that. Ooh. Yeah. But anyway, man, that's George Grass. You can check him out. Guy's got some really good stuff going on. Yeah, it was cedar, redwood cedar. He'll make you a guitar, bro. I mean, if you can come up with something, he'll make it for you. You know, he's reasonably priced. I mean, he's not a guy that will kill you on price. You know, you might spend $1,000. I mean, if you're willing to spend $1,000 to get something close to that, like some type of carved out guitar, you know, you might have to pay that much for it. But it's a custom built one-off guitar. You know, something you'll never get again, or that will be built again. If you have a special slab of wood or something like that, or a special neck manufacturer request, you know, as far as style, like maybe not a Gibson, but maybe who's that company that does all the necks and stuff? But I think that's where he gets all his stuff from. But I've been a friend with him on here on YouTube for quite a few years. He doesn't have many subs and stuff, but sub him up, man. Tell him the Hippie sent you. Talk to him about guitars. I'm sure he can get into it. Any transfer case for that? Yeah, no shit, right? $600. Well, $600 ain't gonna buy you a whole lot of gear either, unless you're getting it on payments. But it really depends what you want, you know. I'm on Craigslist every day looking for a deal, but I haven't found anything that really that I'm willing to come off any cash for yet. Something I have to have, you know. If some off the cuff fuzz pedal comes up that's like a classic fuzz, I might be interested in it, but if it looks all dogged out, I probably won't even attempt it. Hey man, if you're hanging out in the weeds over there, come out and say hi. I mean, you got two guys in here talking and stuff. Join the party. I've been through Miami on my way to Key West. That was it. Been to Bike Week in Daytona 9 times. I lived in Jacksonville for a while. Lost my leg in Jacksonville. Yeah. I forget what we used to call downtown Jacksonville. Springfield, something like that. Springfield down in Jacksonville. It's a pretty rough little area of downtown. It's almost like South LA or something like that. Hey, BC Rich multitasking. Yeah, I'm going to head out here in about 10 minutes and see if I can catch another cat nap before I have to go to Walmart later on. Maybe get up and make something to eat and go head out to Walmart. I might be back on tonight showing you guys what I got. Maybe if I buy one of those, if I can find the right computer table in the box, you know what I mean? One of those laminated cheap ass box that you have to put it together. If I can find the right one that I think will fit in that corner and stuff and hold two 32-inch monitors side by side, you know what I mean? Because what I'll do is I'll put the monitors like almost on an angle, almost on, not quite on a 45. And then I'll put my webcam right in between them so that they're like this, but then my webcam's like right here. So when I just turn my head this way or that way, it's like I'm doing it now. Because right now my this is my webcam. I have it cocked to an angle like that so you guys can see this stuff instead of my refrigerator and shit like that in the window. So you can see all the fancy stuff. But when I do that, but this is the angle my cam's on right now. So I'm over here. I'm sitting over here. But I want to get the two screens together so that, yeah, so you see me like this. But the webcam will grab all of me. But all I have to do is look to the left and right, and I can have two windows open and multi super tasking. Sandra Precourtney. Hey, how you doing? Precourtney. Good morning. How you doing? Well, I was going to log off in about 5 minutes, but since you're here, I'll hang out for a little while longer. Don't want to be rude and just duck out. Sweet. And you said your head was bothering you last night, the light was getting to you, something like that? Well, you can tell I didn't get much sleep, man. My eyes are just like bags. I only got about an hour. I think took about an hour nap last night. Oh, yeah. Have you been sitting over in the corner? Yeah, I don't keep ice cubes in my refrigerator. I got a bag of Brussels sprouts I can probably throw on my... I got a bag of Brussels sprouts I can put on my ice sander. No, I just haven't slept much in about the past 3 days, maybe 3, 4, 5 hours at the most. Hour here, hour there, cat nap, wake up. About 2 or 3 times a month, my serotonin and dopamine levels start twisting each other around. Can't sleep too much. Brain just keeps firing, won't shut down. I wish I caught a buzz out of it or something, but I don't. I just can't sleep. She said that or yeah. And Jeff, your eyes are looking pretty good right now. What'd you do? Put a bag of Brussels sprouts on. I might get me one of those. Might get me one of them ice pack masks. I guess you throw it in the refrigerator. It's one of them gel pack masks. Throw that in there. That might work, huh? You think that'll work, Sandra? Yeah. Yeah, it's not. I don't know if it's like you can really classify it as like classic insomnia, but yeah, my sleep since I've been like 20, 22, my sleep pattern's pretty much been erratic. Back in the day when I used to do a lot of Dusty Fellas, Sandra don't know what I'm talking about. I did way, way too much. Too many Dusty Fellas. The powders and stuff. Yeah, I live with chronic pain, man. Especially in my right leg. Get nerve. Yeah, I get a lot of nerve. Sometimes it's really bad. Feels like somebody's in there picking my leg with an ice pick right on the tip of the nerves and stuff. Doesn't feel too good. You guys hollering at each other? Yeah, you guys can talk sports if you want. Doesn't interest me much, but have at it. Redskins ain't playing. I don't give a shit. I'm a Redskins fan. I haven't had TV, and all my entertainment comes from Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, or whatever else is free on the thing to watch. Tubi TV, whatever's free, man, is for me. I'm not paying. Christ, I pay $78 a month for internet, high speed internet, unlimited internet, and then if I had to pay for TV on top of that, my bill would be like $200 a month. Screw that shit. How am I going to watch another 60 channels of shit? I can't keep up with everything that goes on YouTube, man. So what the hell? I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to make off the football charge. Yeah, we tried to get a semi-pro team here, but that didn't work out too good. I'll be right back, man. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. Take me a minute and a half, maybe. He's back. Shit, he's back. Back again. I just ain't a rap god, that's all. What's up, Down? What's up, buddy? Nah, just chilling, drinking coffee, man. Giving people an early place to hang Sunday morning. Because I can't fucking sleep. Yeah. Join the party. I might do another R.J. Regalia morning coffee kind of thing. Regalia. He does his Saturday morning, right? I can never stay regular with something like that. It's too damn early and my sleep pattern's way off. I hear you, man. Yeah, I probably drink about a pot and a half a day, something like that. Try to cut down. Sometimes I drink less. Depends. It depends how much water I have laying around. About bottled water. My well water's okay. I use that for, obvious showers and stuff. And making coffee because it's filtered and stuff. But I got some, I got a little bit of iron and some red clay in my well water. Yeah, he seems like that. Seems like a cool guy. And I've been subscribed to RJ for a pretty good while, but I don't participate in his videos much as far as his live streams. I mean, I do. But, yeah, I'm just there to listen to him play and stuff, When he's got people in there, comments are flying by so damn quick, nobody can read shit, so I just sit there and listen to what he has to say or what he's demoing. But yeah, he's a pretty good guitarist. I like what he does. Yeah, it does normally, but you get a lot of earthquakes, and depending on where you are, you get a lot of swampy bottom. I mean, that's why we have a lot of swamps, because the clay, the ground doesn't seep the water, and depends how deep you go with your well, depends on what kind of water you got, and I'm about 110 feet down. I'm sure if I punch through like another 30 feet, I might be okay, but back when I had my well dug, you're talking $30 a foot. So do the math, 110 feet. I ran out of cash pretty quick putting that in, and then I had to put my septic system in. I did half of that. I did half of it myself, and then I had guy come in and drop off a 1,000-gallon concrete tank for me. Put that in and level it up. Then I got on a backhoe and dug all my shit out and ran my pipes and all that other stuff. Leach field. Well, I had another guy do the leach field because I needed a big machine for that. I had to go down 15. Well, I had to go down a minimum of 15 feet, but I went down to like 18, 19. I told the guy to scrape down as far as the bucket would go because there was a clay patch that I wanted to get past, and he had to dig past the clay patch for me. But yeah, normally Alaska has really pristine water. Just depends where you live and how close you are to a swamp. I live up on top of a hill, but you know, when you get volcanic or earthquake action pushing stuff up into hills and stuff, the clay just kind of comes with it. Doesn't matter really how high you are. Yeah, you have to go deep down there, man. Some people dig wells 30 feet up here, and that's good enough for them, man. Depends how high up on the water table you are. I live up on top of a pretty decent sized hill. And then if you go up the road a little farther, the hill keeps going up and then it stops. So I live like on the side. I live almost on the side of a hill. Almost to the top, but not quite. Yeah, Kotzebue. That's a desolate little area. You just need a caffeine injection there, BC. Yeah, there's a few, Sandra, but they're all closed down and stuff and boarded up. If you go up to I mean, there's a few strip mines and stuff, but old time mines where they're digging into the hill and stuff like that. What the hell's that? Can't remember that. Hatcher's Pass. I live pretty close to Hatcher's Pass, what's called Hatcher's Pass. If you look on that area there's a couple old gold mines and stuff back in there. But I live about 15, 20 miles from there. I used to ride my four-wheeler up to Hatcher's Pass the back way. It's all back, like backwoods, stony roads and stuff. But some of it's real dense wooded country back road, and then some of it opens up to the hillside and the mountainsides and stuff, which is pretty clear. Yeah, you can go down the Kenai River. No cover. You can go down the Kenai River and do some salmon fishing. Depends when you come up. You got to come up when they're running, which would be early summer, which would be probably around mid-May to beginning of June, somewhere around there, till the end of July, maybe. Catch them in waves and stuff, but kings have really been slowed down, and fishing for kings and stuff like that has been halted until the population gets its stuff back, gets rejuvenated and whatnot. But you can get silvers and cohos and sockeyes and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not really claustrophobic and stuff, but when you get me into a position where it's like I have to go forward and I can't back out. Once you get in, you can't get out, and you're uncertain about what lies ahead. Oh, you don't know, man. It's like being buried alive. Remember that poor kid? He tried to get into the cave entrance on the top, and he tried to go down through that crevice and stuff, but blood rushed to the upper part of his body, and he got stuck, and there was no way to get him out, and the kid died in there like that, upside down, blood rushing to his head, and they just had to wait until his body started decaying a little bit before they could even pull him out. I don't know if you guys ever heard that story or not. If you look around for it, you'll find it. Yeah, I mean, if somebody wants to see it, Tom, or you can just tell them where to go. Upside down, you heard about that kid getting caught like that? That was a little while ago. I felt sorry for the parents because the kid had to lay out there exposed and stuff, and before they can get him out. I mean, they could have obviously got them out quicker by doing other means of extraction, but they wanted to bring him out pretty much whole if they could. Yeah, I mean, if I know what's on the other side, and if I can fit through the hole, I'll go through. But if you're doing all that spelunking and shit, and you have no idea what the hell you're getting into, it's kind of a stupid move, if you ask me. Some people live for that shit, though, man. You know, just like guys that climb skyscrapers without no nets and or shit. You know, just do their Spider-Man thing. I mean, that's cool. All those Walandas that used to do the tightrope walking across the towers in New York and shit. Yeah, I remember watching Carl Walanda die, man, fall to death. Shit, I forget how old I was. Couldn't have been too old. I don't think I was past 12. I don't know when he actually died, but yeah. I think when you're down that deep, everything's pretty much blind spelunking. Yeah. You got that little light beam on your head, and you can only see like 8 inches on either side of your skull. Yeah, that could be if you don't have your shit together and know what the hell you're doing. You know what I mean? I would rather deep sea blackwater dive than go into a tight cramped space like that, man, and not know where I'm going. At least if I die in the abyss of the ocean, I know I'm just free to go with the current and get eaten by the fishes down there, and I'll just rot to death like a crusty fucker. You know what I mean? I want to have that, man. Hey, what's that smell? That's Hippie, man. I got stuck in that crack about 3 months ago, and he's still stinking. Son of a bitch. Fuck, man. Can't go that way. Why? Fucking hippie got stuck in that fucking hole up there, man. Can you smell him? No, I'm good. Yeah, well, I think one of them fell off the trade center too. The old man. I might be mistaken, but either one of his kids made it, but I forget where he fell, but I just remember watching it on TV as a kid where the dude fell and shit. Yeah, I hear you, dude. Yeah. As long as I can see death coming, man, and give it take my last gasp knowing I wasn't stuck and shit, I'd be all right. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'm sure. Buddy of mine's a captain of the fire. He's like a step brother-in-law, sort of like that. Like an adopted step brother-in-law, something like that. But yeah, he's a captain of the fire company around here. He's seen some crazy shit. Decapitations, limbs being ripped off, and fucking all kinds of shit. Stepping in puddles of blood and body parts and shit. Yeah, not too groovy, man. I mean, I could do that job. I just wouldn't want to. Putting water on fire, pulling people out and rescuing them. Yeah, accidents where bodies are ripped to shreds. I can do without it. I know what feel like. I know what being ripped apart feels like. Don't feel too good. Okay, Sandra. Cool. Yeah, we'll get together, run a few ideas and stuff like that. See what's going on. If you're down for it, that's cool. If not, that's all right. Yeah, throw the hippie over on Facebook. Bring some of them tubers over. I don't do Facebook or Instagram, but I feel like sharing a link, go for it. Go, Pack, go. You're going to watch football. Take care, Sandy. See you later, man. Oh, Ricky, you said hi. Thank you. Guys, I'm going to pack it up here in about 4 or 5 minutes. As soon as I hit I've been on here for almost 2.5 hours. Got about another 4 minutes and I'll shut it down then. But yeah, if you're watching football, cool, enjoy the games. Try not to get in too much trouble getting wasted if you're drinking and shit. And be cool, don't be a fool. Don't drive drunk. Don't be an asshole. And I'll probably be back later tonight, maybe. It's 9:30 a.m. here, so I'll probably go to Walmart or something for a little while. Do some necessity shopping for certain things, and then I'll be back if I start hooking things up or building stuff like a computer desk and putting TVs and computers. Well, I can't really do that until I get the PC hooked up. But yeah, I might make a small video of that. And I have to move the computer from where it's at now and reestablish a connection to a different power socket and stuff, and run a different HDMI cord so I can, because my computer's over here on this side of the cabin. I got to run an HDMI all along this wall and then all along that wall. So I bought a 30-foot HDMI from Amazon to run that if I have to, so I can keep my PC right where it's at. We'll see how it works out. But I still have to get a jumper. I need a jumper one. So I might actually shut down my big TV in lieu of running those 2 other TVs. We'll see what happens, man. It gets boring by yourself up here in Alaska, man. You need all the outside entertainment you can get. Especially if you're not getting out enough, and I don't get out enough, so. You guys are my besties, man. If I didn't have you, I don't know what I'd do. Boo, boo. I might just go cry and die. You never know. Yeah, sorry, Thrash, man. I gotta go, bro. Been on here for 2.5 hours. Hey, man, I'll be around later, guys. Take care of yourself. Have fun. Watch some videos. Let me know what's going on later when I get back on, and we'll hang out a little more later, maybe. If not, if you don't see me Monday or whatever, you'll see me Tuesday for Tech Talk Tuesday. Hang out for an hour or 2 there, man, and talk gear and shit and whatnot. But for now, guys, I'm gonna head out and have a groovy day and be cool to each other. Don't be an asshole. Peace.